This is astonishing. We know so little about ancient advanced technology. Something is coming out of the pyramids and it's faster than the speed of light. This is Tesla Scalar waves, Tesla technology that we know very little about. Now, one example is here that we're going to talk about is the Bosnian pyramid and Tesla's torsion fields and the waves, Tesla's scalar waves found in these Bosnian pyramids. I'm convinced, first of all, these are ancient structures. They may seem to be, many seem to be pre-flood. I would venture to say even antediluvian, which means before the flood. Prehistoric, primeval, primordial, ancient. Now we know, of course, Atlantis, the legend of Atlantis, that was sunk. Well, we have ancient writings concerning that it sunk and then resurfaced and then sunk, resurfaced and then sunk and stayed sunk. Now the same thing happened to the island of Rhodes in the Aegean Sea. It sunk twice and came up and stayed up though. So something very catastrophic was taking place at that time. And supposedly there are also legends that the Atlanteans were basically overlords over, for example, the ancient Greeks, and it was by divine providence that that continent of Atlantis sunk because it gave freedom to the enslaved people of Europe. So that's how the legend goes. But anyway, they did have special advanced knowledge that perhaps has been buried with them or died off with those who knew of it, or perhaps it's still around but it's kept secret from most people. I have no idea. But we do have what we find here in the ancient structures, and I am convinced, really, that we have ancient pyramids even in Greece, where I'm living right now, and we've seen them on top of mountains. Basically what they do is try and find a high spot and they just create a pyramid above that high spot for some reason, like the Taygetos pyramid in the Peloponnese, near Sparta, near ancient Sparta. But here where I'm living near Marathon, I'm convinced that going down the mountains I see pyramids. And unfortunately, you have to, where the line of sight of these pyramids is on the part of the road that, it's a very narrow road going down the mountain. It's one lane going, one lane coming. You can't stop. So what can you do? Only if you have somebody with you taking beautiful shots and videos of what you see. Because if you stop, you may not be able to get a proper vantage point of perfect pyramids on top of the mountains, all clustered close together. And after the fires that we've had, they're more easily seen, because beforehand they were surrounded by forests, pine forests, and you just couldn't see them. But now that the land is basically barren, you can very easily see that they are definitely pyramids. So what was the reason for all these pyramids? Well, some people say that they used them to produce clean water. And they said that, I have to find that article that I read, having to do with each pyramid bringing over 10,000 gallons a day of clean water. Because what happens is when you increase the height of the mountain, that means that you have a better chance of clouds concentrating above it at night that disperse with the sunlight of day, and the clouds just percolate the water into the rocks of the pyramids. And inside there they had these ceramic pipes that would bring the water through ceramic pipes, like ceramic water pipes, to the villages below. And they had clean running water every day, clean running water from these pyramids. So that's one of the definite uses of the pyramids that they had. But this thing here having to do with scalar waves was a different use of pyramids altogether. Obviously, this was, if it was for water, it wasn't only for water. This had to do with energy. So Tesla's torsion field in the Bosnian pyramids, the discovery of Tesla's torsion fields at the top of the Bosnian pyramids of the sun, believed to travel faster than the speed of light, without losing strength that they pass through the cosmic bodies, demonstrating the existence of something called a cosmic web or a cosmic internet that allows immediate intergalactic communication throughout the universe. This is what Dr. Osmanagic, who discovered the pyramid of the sun in Bosnia, describes. The energetic phenomena recorded on the sun pyramid in Visoko seeks a different definition of a pyramid compared to conventional and dogmatic explanations. Pyramids are energy propellants that send and receive information through the sun, through torsion fields. Is this a cosmetic internet? The discovery of Tesla's standing waves at the top of the pyramid of the sun in Bosnia, believed to travel faster than the speed of light, as they do not lose strength as they pass through cosmic bodies, that's amazing, demonstrate the existence of something called the cosmic web or a cosmic internet that allows immediate intergalactic communication throughout the universe. This is what Dr. Osmanagic writes concerning these torsion fields. For many other reasons, including the most prominent being Nikola Tesla's scalar waves or standing waves created in the interaction of the torsion field travel at speeds faster than light, it is estimated that they are 10 billion times faster than the speed of light. Can you imagine? 10 billion times faster than the speed of light. Therefore, the torsion fields can move through any other cosmic body, such as planets, suns, without losing energy. This means that they are able to travel at high speed, transfer information and energy, and that there is no loss of quality and quantity of information. Ideally, it is to have at both ends two producers or generators of energy that communicate mutually through Tesla torsion field waves. The transfer of information is almost instantaneous between two distant parts of the cosmos, and the information does not lose its quality during the transfer. Unbelievable. Now, the pyramid is the most powerful of all geometric forms in terms of energies. If it is on a powerful energy point, we're talking about the ley lines of the Earth. Before I go through this, let me tell you what happened. I was on one of those ley lines. We know that the ancient Greeks built their temples on ley lines. And what has happened also, most of them are megalithic structures, and it could be that they were antediluvian pre-Great Flood. Now, I was at one of those areas just outside of Thebes in Greece, and that's the area of what is now what was of old, from the Middle Ages, at least 1,000 years old, just about. An old monastery of Osius Saint Luke of Thebes. And it's built on an ancient temple of megaliths, a megalithic temple. What they used to do is destroy the temple and then build on it and use the old ancient marble blocks, which were excellent condition, and use them to build the church. So I was there on that area, happily taking pictures and videos, and something happened and my camera blocked. And I was eagerly trying to get it to work again, and I did take some photos, and the photos had white blotches in them. It's as if something was not working properly. Of course, right after we left, the camera was working fine. So I'm sure you've heard of this, that cell phones, telephones, electronic equipment and gadgets on the ley lines don't work properly. Also, it may be that the person there may not feel well, or may feel much better than normal. I don't know, depending on where they stand, I guess, or what's there. Anyway, that's my experience of one of these ley lines. So if it's on a powerful energy point, like a ley line, the pyramid becomes an energy amplifier. Under the pyramid of the Bosnian sun, there is iron plates which generate the electromagnetic field, underground water flow, release of negative ions, that is, and a deeper underground water flow creates electricity along with the above. In addition, we find the natural magnetism, orgone energy, and these energy phenomena can be measured with our scientific instruments, is what he says. Now, how can we measure energy phenomena from which we have not yet developed the scientific instruments? On the surface of the pyramid of the Bosnian sun, during the archaeological excavations, we found a lot of quartz crystals. The crystal is also present in the underground tunnels and probably under the pyramid, and it's known that the quartz crystal receives and then amplifies the energy. Underground cavities or tunnels can improve energy, and the spiral arrangement of the 7 levels of tunnels within the pyramids leads to acceleration of energy movement and amplifies its intensity. And Finnish researcher Mika Virpiranta found that 26 volcanic lines lead to the Pyramid of the Sun of Bosnia. 26 volcanic lines. In addition, if the pyramid is located in the line that connects the 2 volcanoes, then the structure is in a volcanic line. In the case of the Bosnian pyramids, up to 15 of the 26 lines have 3, 4, or 5 volcanoes in position on the same line. This factor demonstrates the importance of the location of the pyramids in Visoko in Bosnia, because volcanoes are sources of energy. Lava, iron, crystals, and minerals. This is what Dr. Osmanagic describes and writes. In addition, if we observe the precise positions of the pyramid series in Visoko, equilateral triangle between the pyramid of the sun, moon, and dragon, another triangle between the pyramid of love, earth, and the structure of Fognica, and observe elements of La Sacred Geometry, Flower of Life, and the Fibonacci formula, we observe that the whole area was designed to create a very powerful energy complex, which we refer to as the Bosnian Valley of the Pyramids. The original limits are something we will probably never know. In addition, the flow of energy used to be much more intense, stronger in the past. Our planet was previously stronger and healthier sometime during the end of the last ice age, which was about 12,000 years ago. This is on Infinity Explorer. And the writer was, I believe, written by Michael. Now, we should go into what Nikola Tesla's scalar waves are. What are scalar waves? Over 100 years ago, Nikola Tesla called the powerful non-Hertzian energy, that is, without frequencies, he called them scalar. A new era in science was born. It's so sad that he didn't put this into realization. Who knows what kind of technology we would have had by now. So a new era in science was born, and in the 1920s, Einstein referenced to those scalar energies, and yet nearly 100 years later, their application is still undervalued and underused. Scalar waves are embedded in all our products. So what are scalar waves? Scalar waves, also referred to Tesla waves as longitudinal waves, are capable of penetrating any solid object, including Faraday cages. So there's nothing that can stop them. A transmitter can be placed in a box of thick metal, and a receiver outside of the box will still receive the scalar wave. Scalar waves are capable of passing through the Earth from one side to the other with no loss of field strength, as Tesla showed in one of his experiments. Traveling faster than the speed of light. Superluminal is faster than the speed of light. Scalar waves are not electromagnetic, but composed of pure zero-point energy. They also have the potential to be used as a power source. Isn't that wonderful? So scalar waves can be used for communication, energy, and other applications. Scalar waves, longitudinal waves, do what transverse waves cannot. They are fast, penetrating, connected, and can broadcast magnificent power. Their potential is almost limitless. It is even said that it is the technology that extraterrestrials use. Konstantin Mail compares superluminal scalar waves to the neutrino, which it is also thought travels faster than light. Neutrinos bombard the Earth in all directions, but the majority of them arrive from the central star of our solar system. Because almost half of the neutrinos are absorbed as they pass through the Earth, it's thought that they may interact with the core and even the inner layers of our planet. Some researchers believe that solar phenomenon can produce variations in neutron emissions, which may trigger Earth changes on our planet, causing crust disruptions from the mantle heat up of increased solar activity. Research and study of scalar waves will possibly increase our chance of survival during chaotic periods in the future. By understanding them, we could learn how to constructively utilize them to stabilize our planet during periods of solar fluctuations, sunspots, flares, etc. The possibilities with and uses of scalar waves are endless and exciting. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.